It's Lessons in Dating 101, and the first topic, do you know your gay age? Who talks about it?
We talk about it.
Now. Hey everybody, thank
Hey
you for
guys.
watching We Talk About It Now. I'm Joe.
I'm Marisa.
And today we are going to kick off a new series that's going to be under our We Talk Dating, Relationships, and Sex playlist, which is going to be called Lessons in Dating 101.
The basics.
So, to kick off this week, here's what our strategy was. I just picked my topic. Marisa has hers. We have not ever discussed these, actually.
No.
So, the conversation's
questions
going to
for
be,
Joe.
really interesting. We just know the topics, but we have no idea what the details of them are.
Right.
So, the point of Lessons in Dating 101 is just that. We're going to talk about lessons that we learned through our dating lives, getting to know people, and just tell you what we think about it and what we've learned, and hopefully you'll engage in the conversation and also let us know what you've learned. So to get this started, one of the lessons that I have learned as I've gotten older,
I can't wait for this,
is something that I call gay age.
And you, like me, may be wondering, what is gay age? So Joe, what is gay age?
So as I got closer to my 30s, here's what I realized. For a straight person, you go through your teenage years, your 20s, learning who you are, identifying yourself, identifying what you care about, even through dating. Like, you learn what you're looking for and what you're not.
Yeah.
For people who come out later in life, and not those super, super, super brave nowadays teenagers that come out as teens, I came out at 18 years old. So as I approached my 30s, I still learned through my 20s who I was as a gay man. And even in my late teens at 18 years old, I learned who I was as a gay man.
Okay.
When I tried to date men who were 30 or even older, but had only been out for 2 years.
They were like an embryo.
Yeah. I realized when you spend
they were like little kids.
That much of your life pretending to be someone
that you're not,
that when you finally come out and that weight is off your shoulders and it's an amazing feeling,
right?
You suddenly have to rediscover who you are.
Right, in a sense, you're born again.
Right.
Hey.
What I learned is, even though you may be 33 years old, like me, generally if you just came out when you were 30,
you're like 10.
It's not going to work, because the gay scene or gay world or gay life is still so new, and I feel like people are still trying to figure it out.
So true.
Whereas me, who has been out for 15 years,
yes,
I know who I am as a gay man.
I know what you mean.
I know what I care about.
Sean and I used to talk about this. Joe's best friend, my brother. We used to talk about this, and we would refer to them as the new vampires, like the newbies, like they're out for blood, like in Twilight. How, what's his name? Edward. He's, restrained. But the one who's, Jasper. You know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know what I mean? You know what don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about Twilight. But he's, weird around humans because he, wants to attack them. He still hasn't dealt with it.
Right.
That's, the new gays, the newbies. They're just, out for blood. And they haven't found who they are in their community yet.
Right.
That makes sense.
The community,
absolutely.
Or even, sometimes just the basics of themselves.
Yes.
Because, again, they hid for so long who you are that until you can fully just relax and be you around everyone you love, everyone you meet, no matter what.
Absolutely.
You can't really understand who that you is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in trying to date as a gay man, that's actually, as I got older, is something I really started realizing is, I don't really almost care as much about people's birth age anymore. I really care more about what is your gay age.
Okay, so this is my next question for you then. So give me an example of a guy that you've dated where his gay age, where he was too young for you, or even then afterwards tell me if there was someone who was too old for you, gay age-wise.
No, so one of my biggest examples is he was actually 1 year older than me at the time we were dating.
Real age.
So I was 32, he was 33.
Okay.
But he'd just come out at 31. And so even in trying to date, he almost didn't know what to do, how to handle it. It still scared him.
Right. Someone was still feeding
get a
him
little
like
into it, into the
his gay
bedroom. They're
Cheerios.
still figuring out what they like, what they don't like, what they're into.
Right.
Where, again,
how new
15
had
years,
he been out?
like
When
2
you say new,
years. Like
2
2
years.
years.
But you still even think 2 years
right,
is a limited amount of time.
think about how much one person typically grows.
No, it's
in
true.
2
You
years.
have your teenage years,
and now at 31, he was
just coming out,
admitting who he was.
Absolutely.
Being an act like that, be who he was without pretending and acting to be someone else. So, yeah, 2 years into that, when you're already a grown up, so you've already kind of solidified who you are.
Yeah.
But then you come out, which means there's a whole nother you that you have to discover. And that's what
true.
they're doing. So it's not even just their sexual hunger or like, I got to go out and play in this world. It is also just really their self-discovery is still so young. And I so have figured out who I am, what I want in life, where I'm going, what I want to do, that I still look to grow, but I'm not confused about who I am.
So what would be your advice to the new, when I just said like the newbies, like the new gay vampires? What's your advice? Like you're Edward to their Jasper.
Are they younger or older?
Age-wise or gay age-wise?
My first advice would be to come out as early as you can in life.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we live in a climate that's a little bit more, or so I hope, that we're living in a climate now where it's a little bit more open for someone to be able to experience their younger lives, teenage years, with the same joys and mistakes and blunders as the rest of us, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. And if not, I mean, you have to do what you feel safest doing and most comfortable doing.
Yes,
but,
absolutely.
Really what I think is just be who you are and just then you'll grow. But if you're coming out later in life, understand and be patient with people who have been out for a while, because again, you may not even realize it, but you are going through a form of self-discovery that you've never fully allowed yourself to do before. And as someone who's done that, it's noticeable, but again, someone who's doing it probably doesn't realize how much self-discovery they're actually
How do you feel about a newbie? Again, I'm loving the newbie, the gay age, the young gay age, gay ager? I don't know. Who maybe gets into or a significant or a serious relationship early on. Do you think that that's something that...
Yeah, I mean, if it
works for you, it works.
If it works for you, it works. Like, I don't think they shouldn't get in relationships.
Right.
But I will say I wouldn't... It's confusing to me because, again, you date through your teenage years as a straight person. I mean, I'll admit it, I had girlfriends in, like, 5th grade.
What was her name?
In 5th grade, it was... Oh, who was 5th grade? Jill.
Think about it. You can come back to it.
Jill, I think, was 5th grade.
Jill and Jill.
Sheila and Amber fought over me. I got called to the principal's office because girls were fighting over me. This isn't my ego. I didn't believe it either, but my sister told me that in elementary school I actually had a fan club because a lot of the kids in my grade had brothers or sisters in my sister's grade who's 3 years older.
Yeah.
And so they learned that a group of girls would literally meet after school just to talk about me.
That's so cute. Well, now they can be fans of this. Yours is your chance to see Joe weekly. Hello, support him. I know. Yeah, no. I've always asked Sean too, like, who are the girls he once loved, if ever. Okay.
So, but I'd say as a newbie gay, who, if you're just learning just to date men, do what normal people do, just date.
Yeah.
Get to know people. Get to know what you like, what your preferences are.
Yeah.
I mean...
This is the same for straight. When we're younger and when we were in college or in our early 20s or whatever, I think, like... And I was a victim of this myself. I'm not coming from the other side. Like, yeah, I dated. No, I was in a very serious relationship for, like, 5 years of my life. When I came out at 24, like, I didn't even know how to boil an egg. Like, I knew nothing. I didn't know a damn thing. So I definitely think, not that I'm going to, like, tell my daughter, like, be a hoe. But, yeah, give yourself permission to be young and to date and to get to know yourself and to make mistakes. I think people are afraid to make mistakes. So I guess definitely that applies to the newbies, the new gays, new straights. If you're a new straight, I don't know.
Yeah, so let me know if you've recognized gay age and if you agree with me that it really does impact the maturity and understanding that someone has of themselves.
Yeah. I like it. Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right.
Great. I love it. We're going to continue this in the next couple of weeks. I'll have some things to offer in the next time we do this episode. I'll come up with some of my own.
Next time it will be
It
Maurice's
could
turn.
be a whole other
for our-
series, but we'll try to keep it to a talk show. But for now, yeah, I guess I'm very interested in how people have experienced
Yeah,
the gay age.
Gay age.
Get hip to it.
I am 15 or 16. I'll have to redo the math. Gay age. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching this episode.
Thanks, guys.
Please like it, share it, subscribe to our channel. We're really trying to get to 500 subscribers so we can use the free studio of YouTube in the city.
Not that we don't love.
So we can get this awesomeness better.
I am sitting on a couch pillow.
We are. Bench with a couch pillow.
Yeah.
And also, WeTalkAboutItNow.com has been totally redesigned. So please, if you've already looked at it, go check out the new site. Everything is a one-stop shop.
Yep.
You have our videos there, our blog is there, our stories are there. Everything you need to know about We Talk About It Now.
How to follow us, our Twitters, all that fun stuff.
Is at WeTalkAboutItNow.com. Who talks about it? Now.
Bye, guys.